Hi guys, it's Levi Roots, the Dragon Slayer, and we're here doing Caribbean food. Now, as you all should know, Caribbean food is the most diverse cuisine, I think, in the whole wide world. Over 3,000 islands of the Caribbean. So it's not just about Jamaica, as most people think, because I'm from Jamaica, but this is about Barbados, Antigua, St. Lucia, all 3,000 of them. So we're gonna start by doing something fantastic that inspires the whole Caribbean. Of course, that's fish. Nothing is loved more in the Caribbean than fish, and I've got the perfect fish recipe for you. It's my Jamaican fish parcels with coconut, and it's absolutely fabulous. It's fantastic. And the first thing that we're gonna start with here is just a little bit, just saute a little bit of onions and some ginger. And as you all should know by now, the ginger comes from the Spice Island of the Caribbean. So I've got some pan on here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in the pan. Just a little bit of oil. The first flavor that we're gonna get is perhaps one of the ones that we use in the Caribbean to nice up the house, and it's about the Scotch bonnet. These, and a little bit of ginger, and of course some garlic. So I've got some ginger here that I've got some early. I'm gonna pop some of that in and smash up this garlic. You can leave the skin on, it doesn't really matter. Not too fine. And in that goes. And of course, you've got your Scotch bonnet. You've got to be really careful with these. These are the hottest chilies in the whole wide world. These are hotter than pepper spray. And I'm going to show you what happens when you cut inside the Scotch bonnet. Let me choose a nice big one here. So there it is, baby. So now when you're handling this, baby, don't go around scratching yourself and all kind of stuff like that, because it is powerful. And it's not about the seeds that's the hot thing in there. A lot of people think the seeds is hot. It's actually the white casing on the inside that holds the seeds together. That's the hot bit. So we're not going to be using that, because I'm going to want to be eating it, you know, and I'm not going to want to be like faffing all over the place. Let's get rid of the seeds, the bad boys, and then we've got the nice, lovely Scotch bonnet chili. So let's chop up a bit of that. Again, not too fine, and get this in the pan. Now your pan should be sizzling really. It's coming along fine. Let's get that in there nice and lovely. While we're doing that, we talk about some of the other things that we're gonna put in the fish parts. We're gonna put some cream, coconut in there. We're gonna put some lovely sugar in there. And of course, I've got the king of all spice, which is the allspice. We're gonna dabble a little bit of that in there. So let's try and get this pan up and going. Fantastic. Next thing I'm gonna add in there, I've got some lovely red bell peppers that I'm gonna put in, create some flavors. These are not really about flavors, they're more about beauty. So let me pop some of that in. Now I can smell that lovely garlic and the ginger coming at me. So I put some red in, let me get some more colors in just to build up that colors in there. Cool. Now so I've got some sugar. I'm just gonna bung a teaspoonful of sugar on that. Swirl it around in there. Let's get. And by this time, ladies and gentlemen, your kitchen should be smelling absolutely fantastic. It's like lovely flavors. That's brilliant. Now I've got myself some extra chilies here. These are not Scotch bonnet, these are just normal chilies, so you can pop a bit in just for flavors. That's looking fantastic. I've got some chopped onions here. Lovely. Put some of that in as well. And it is a fish parcel, ladies and gentlemen, so the fish comes later. So what we're trying to do is just to build the flavors up, so by the time we get the fish in, it's gonna be lovely and brilliant. Okay guys, the next thing to go in is the coconut, and it's a really important ingredient in this particular recipe. And normally you would buy coconut milk in the tin that you can buy the milk, but this is the coconut block. So it's the creamed coconut, and I think it just gives you a better flavor. But it does come with a little bit of water at the top, and it's natural water. And I like to pour off the liquid on top so I can get right to the there you go, to the cream at the bottom, the cream of the crop. And I'm just gonna add that within my lovely sauce. Getting ready for my fish. So there, just pour it in. About half the pack. I think that's fine. Cool. Brilliant. Do a little bit more twirling. Well, now the heat's on. Now I can hear it. We're in proper cooking now. That looks brilliant. Imagine how that's going to taste once the fish goes in. Okay, we're going to leave this now to cook away for a couple of minutes and get to the next stage, which is all about the fish. Now, in this recipe, you can use all different types of fish. You can use cod, you can use plaice, snapper, which is the best Caribbean fish. Now to cut in your fish. There you go. Nice, lovely portion. About a portion for each person. We're gonna bung in our foil. Okay, I've got some nice foil here, which we're gonna cook into. I'm gonna take off double the amount of foil. There you go. So I can double the parcel. There you go, nice and lovely. Let's get it on there. Right, I'll just do one because then you'll get the idea of what it is. So what you need to do is to crimp the foil so it's already like you're making a bowl out of it. And we got a lovely, look at that. That's looking lovely. And we ain't finished yet. So we put it in there. Okay, that's one thing done. And all you need to do now is to put your fish pieces on top. I'm gonna put 3 pieces in, but you can put whatever you want in. It's totally up to you. Once you've taken the recipe, it's completely yours. And maybe a little bit more on top. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. And now you need to do is just close it. Not too tight, because you need it to breathe on the inside. There you go. And that's one ready for the barbecue. I'll pop this one on and I'll do another one. That would go alongside the pot just like that. Let me just do another one for you. So always gotta have a nice long piece of foil so you can double it. Gives it real insulation. And again, crimp up the sides so it's ready. There you go. This is absolutely gorgeous. The coconut, it just made it all nice and lovely. Okay, fish on top. 2, I'll put another piece on there, 3. And on top, I'll put my garnish on top there. This is not gonna take long, ladies and gentlemen, because you know fish, as soon as you put fish on, it starts to cook. Pop a little line there, and do your theatre bit, and it's nice and lovely. Look at that. It's nice. And wrap up. Good. Not too tight. I'll do this one like that. Lots of room on the inside because it's got to boil. Close the ends. Just crimp up the ends. And got a nice, lovely fish parcel ready to go on your barbecue. And there you have it. Jamaican style coconut fish parcel. Voila.